we're going to talk about the Cricket in Times Square, chapters 1 to 4. So, chapter 1 is called Tucker. And so it says, the first sentence is a mouse was looking at Mario. Okay, the first sentence was a mouse was looking at Mario. So, from that, what did you make out? Did you make out nothing, or you're like, okay, so a mouse was looking at Mario? Did you just think that? But let's just say this whole book was made out of just this one sentence, okay? So basically, it's like this. The book is called The Cricket in Times Square, okay? But the only sentence in the book was called a mouse was looking at Mario. Then what would you make out? Because you could probably make out a lot if it was only that sentence, right? A mouse was looking at Mario. So what did you make out of that then? But anyway, so the mouse's name was Tucker, and then he began to talk, right? So what was he doing while he was looking at Mario? And how does Tucker feel about Mario? And what does Mario, or at least his parents, do? And Mario, if you had been Mario, how would you have felt if you had to do this kind of work? And also, do you think that the parents are mean because they make Mario, work for the newsstand? And also, at the end of chapter 1, it says that Tucker had never heard this kind of sound, right? He had almost heard every sound in New York City, but not a cricket, right? And that's the sound. So, now a cricket in Times Square, do you think that's very unusual? Or do you think that's not? And now that we're actually talking about a cricket, now I really want to talk about the inspiration for this book. And it was actually inspired when the author, George Selden, heard a cricket in Times Square. Now, you might think that's normal, but in the heart of one of the most busiest cities in the world, this is very rare. So, now it shows that you can just make something very small, like hearing a cricket, into a story like this. And it's even won a Newbery Honor. And I can clearly see why, but yes, hearing a cricket made George Selden make this book. So, the thing is, I think that it would be really cool if you just, let's say, just pick something, closing your eyes, and then just pick something, okay? And then just write about it. That's a very good writing exercise, and I've actually done it, and I really like it. And the stories I make are great, in my opinion, at least. And they're as good as stories that I just make without, choosing some little thing. So I advise you to actually try it right now. Just pick anything random, okay? And then just make a short little story about it, or you can make it into a very long story if you want. You can make a series out of that, and you can actually write it, and it might get published. So, but anyway, let's get back on the topic. So, but anyway, so Mario also heard this sound, and he thought that he knew. How did he sort of know about it? And why do you think that Mario wants a cricket as a pet, even if it's just Chester is only a bug? Why do you think that? And do you sort of know why do you think that Mario wants a cricket as a pet? And also, Mama, right? Mario's mother, of course. How does she like it? And there's Papa, and how does he like it? And also, do you like Papa more or Mama more? And if you had to just choose one of them to be your parent, would you choose Papa or Mama? Now, how does how does Mario win the argument about the cricket, keeping the cricket, and also who wins it? Like Mario is the one who wins it, of course, but who makes her mama, give in? And yeah, and so what is the cricket's home? But anyway, in chapter 3, Tucker introduces himself to Chester Cricket, right? And so Chester tells Tucker all about the story. And do you think that Chester and Tucker will have a very good relationship? And also, what did you think about that story? And also, there's a cliffhanger here, right? Like, the last sentence of chapter 3 is this. "Watch out!" Chester shouted. "A cat!" He dove headfirst into the matchbox. And you know that cats are Mouse's enemies, even though they are also lots of other things enemies too. They're enemies to rats, they're enemies to hamsters, they're enemies to gerbils, they're enemies to guinea pigs, I'm pretty sure. They're enemies to... But you get the point, right? They're enemies to almost all the rodents. Not all of them, I guess, but lots of them. So, who is this cat? And were you surprised to learn that this cat is actually Chester's friend? Sorry, not Chester, Tucker's friend. And also, about Harry. How do you like Harry? Do you like him or do you don't like him? And also, how do you like Chester and how do you like Tucker? So now they say that they're gonna show Chester Times Square. If you had been a country, and so Chester lived in the country, right? So when he went outside, how do you think he felt? And if you had been Chester, then how would you have felt? And are you a country person or a city person? I was just very curious to know that. Okay, and now what was your favorite part in all of this? And so far, how do you like this story? But I really hope that you enjoyed today. This is the 4 chapters, and this book gets better as it goes on. And also, I wanted to tell you that if you want to have some other books, like after this, there's 6 sequels, 6 of them, which is a lot. And there's and it features Harry, Tucker, and Chester. There's the first one is called Tucker's Countryside. Another's called Harry Cat's Pet Puppy, Chester Cricket's New Home, The Old Meadow, Chester Cricket's Pigeon Ride, Harry Kitten, and Tucker Mouse. There's a lot of them. I hope that you really enjoy it and have a great day. Bye!